You got that song stuck in my head.
Yeah, that'll mess with you. So we're sitting here with a little bit of a smile on our face.
We are still here, if you can believe it. We're starting to catch flack here.
Yeah. Thanks.
Why haven't you put out a video?
Well, I'm grateful that some of you guys are concerned about us and wondering what's going on.
All three of you. We appreciate that.
So we got to be honest with you guys. We have had a very large turn of events.
Yeah, well, let's roll back time. First of all, we decided we were going to go on a trip to North Carolina.
We did.
Which that video will come out next. I actually started and got it started in the editing process, and then
something came up.
Something came up.
And Ben's been extremely busy, and and kudos to Ben for all that he's done through all this. We'll get to it, but him and Chance and Rachel, for Rachel out there, Patty's stepped up.
If you don't know Rachel and Patty, Rachel works in our Omaha office. She's over all of our office staff for every office that we have. She's great.
Kind of the regional manager of all of it.
And Patty is our adopted grandmother that works in our office here in our main office.
I wonder how she'd feel about being called that.
Well, she probably won't watch this, so I'm safe. I'm safe.
Anyway, so yeah, we decided we were going on vacation. Ben and I, one of our other friends, we went out to North Carolina. Hey, by the way, if you guys have never hit
the Dragon's
Tail Road, take a sports car and go hit that.
We're gonna have to take the BMW out there.
We didn't get video of it, and I'm ticked. But we probably would have gotten video of everybody throwing up.
Man, it's a wild road. It's
40
very
to 60 miles of just winding.
And it's cool because you go up this huge canyon and there's lakes and rivers right next to it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So we're just reflecting back on those good times.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
So we left on a Monday, and Monday night after we had left work,
almost before I left work,
we got an email. Actually, I got an email. Ben hadn't seen it yet, and I read it, and it was from somebody in our office who was in charge of our office.
Putting in their notice.
They'd been with us a long time, and when I say a long time, I mean
a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
And they were putting in their 2-week notice. And I'm like, well, that's really odd that they're literally waiting till the day that we leave to go on vacation to put in their 2-week notice. I'm like, Ben, check this out. So Ben checked it out.
I like to soak things in a little bit and try to understand. So it was a blow. It hurt.
It hurt, but it was one of those things that we're like, okay, we can work through this. And I just I blew it off. I'm like, hey, when we get back, we'll focus on that. Let's just go have some fun and not worry about that.
The alternative was to cancel our trip, start interviewing and doing stuff for replacement, and that probably would have worked out bad. I mean,
yeah.
Jumping right into it. Anyway, so we left. We went and had fun. You guys will see that soon. And then we came back.
So fast forward, we got back and we were having our Monday morning meeting.
Yep.
And we were talking about the procedures that this office person was going to have to give us, kind of an exit interview.
Exit procedures, yeah.
So Ben and I were just discussing this before we talked to her about it.
Trying to make a list. Hey, we need to get this key back, or we need to get this book back, or we need to get this password, or whatever.
So I said, who's going to be taking the cash to the bank for deposits? And Ben looks at me and goes, well, I thought you've
been taking those.
I thought you were taking those.
And his eyes got this big.
And I'm like, Ben, I haven't touched any cash in 10 years since this office girl took over. And I said, I looked at a bank statement where you had deposited some money. He said, well, that was just cash from
our other business.
From our other business, and it was actually just from the sales reps. It was their incentive monies that was left over for the year. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we've not been checking on this.
So, long story short, we won't get into it too deep.
I mean, it was a gut kick. So we looked.
There was a lot missing, and it was a substantial amount that we stopped life.
Immediately.
For us. And so that's when editing paused, work paused, home life paused, and we've been working through it for about 2 weeks now.
Well, it was more hurt because of the trust that we'd put in them. And I've been told my whole life, hey, don't ever put cash in front of people. But it went beyond that. I mean, this was a family friend, and it just really hurt.
Yeah, we won't get into the
Yeah, we
details.
won't get into it because there's a lot of people that it's actually affected at this point. People that we know in the community, people that we go to church with, all sorts of things. So we're not going to go into extreme details. The problem was, once that occurred, it triggered a avalanche.
Well, and either the avalanche was going to happen on its own, or we were going to have to investigate a lot of things to make sure that we evaluated how our system was working and fix it and make sure everybody was on the same page. So we've had to restaff.
Everybody, with the
And
exception of one person in our office.
we are super happy with where we're at now.
We were really, guys, when I say we were beyond stressed, there were days, I'm a coach as well. I'm a head coach for a 5th grade football team. There were days that in the last 2 weeks that I went into practice that I couldn't cognitively recall words or people's names. I was so disheveled. I told the other coaches, I'm like, you guys got to step in and help out right now.
So we went in the office here, we went into attack mode or plan B mode.
Well, why did we do that? What's our mode of moving forward in life? You and I.
Well,
We grab ourselves by the bootstraps, and I know that's one of the statements that everybody makes, but we don't. I mean, the only other option was, hey, let's just dump our business. But that to me is.
he never said it, which is good.
I never
because I
said
would have
it.
kicked his butt.
I never thought it. I know that's what others would have thought.
Although we could do that.
We could.
And do this 100% of the time.
And make
Nothing.
$57 a month. But no, it's one of those things where we looked at it and we said, no, we are going to be successful. We're going to succeed. And Ben took hold.
Well, not just me. Okay, I called in reinforcements. We pulled Chance.
Chance took hold. Holy
we
cow.
pulled in Patty. We've got Emily
Rachel.
coming back.
Emily's flying in from out west to
She's-
spend 2 weeks with us. She just got married.
She spent summers with us working in the office, so she's coming in. And Rachel from our Omaha office
Holy cow.
started doing scheduling and stuff remotely, which helped us a ton. And it also gave us some insight on what we should do and change and some steps that we should take. So,
Yeah, so that was the big thing. It actually showed us that some of our procedures were outdated, and outdated because of certain personnel that we had here. But
and technology. Technology has gotten better, and systems are better, and we need to roll with the times.
But ultimately, and I'll be the first to say it, when crap happens, it falls back on the person in charge. And because we didn't have checks and balances and systems in place, and we didn't check those systems, it falls back on me.
Well,
so
it falls back on me too.
Well, and so we'll accept that and we'll move forward.
So that's a quick, it wasn't very quick. It was like 20 minutes. It was a quick synopsis of what has happened. We figured that we would share with you guys.
We want to be fair to you guys because you guys have been fair to us, and you've been friends and you've been loyal.
And really, pulling up my phone and looking at comments and stuff has helped. It really has.
It does. It makes us realize why we're in business and why we do this. It's about the customers and the customer service and the fun things we do to be able to deal with everybody. And we couldn't let that go. We wouldn't let that go. So we're the types of people that somebody tells us you can't do it, we find a way how we can.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna ride that Grand River, and we're gonna find a
We're
way.
gonna tear up the bottom of the.
Even though it's only an inch deep, we're gonna run it.
Tear up the bottom of the ski.
So we've been upset. We've been up and down the last few weeks, and we didn't want to put it on film. So we are feeling like we're headed out of it,
and we put a smile on our faces, and that's the key.
and we're gonna move on.
Yeah. No point in looking back and crying over spilt milk. It is what it is, and it happened.
Yep. And so we've got some stuff that we'll get back into. We haven't really talked to YouTube much. There's plans that we had in place that have slid, and some of them may push off till next year. We don't know. Chance was kicking us in the butt saying, we need to do this. We need to do this. And I'm like, you know what? We'll get there. We'll get back to it. So we appreciate your guys' patience. We're sorry we've been missing. we're still here.
Yep, and we love you guys, and we are thinking about you and thinking about getting content out to you.
So fill this one with comments. Let us know what you think. If you agree with us or disagree with us, either way, just, you know, it's nice to hear from you guys. It's nice for the support. And if you hate us, tell us.
Yeah.
We're ready for it. We're ready for it. At this point, we'll take anything.
Yeah, we can't get much worse, right?
Yeah. So we don't do a lot of these where we don't edit. I'm trying to be as
real,
one cut as we can and just let you guys know what's happening. But we're here. We're going to move forward, and we'll start putting videos back out.
That's right.
I'm going to have to get back to work.
That sounds hard.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's been, don't let him fool you. He's been working really hard.
I've been wearing a skirt, working in the office. Yep.
Taking phone calls. He has become the office lady for quite a while.
Yeah, well, me and Chance.
So, anyway.
That's it for today. Thanks. That's your update. You know, take it or leave it. That's us. So
Yep.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
Take care.